downtown New Orleans.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And we are underway from the Superdome. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Winston.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
In motion, the tight end. Jameis now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
4th down, Winston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
From the 27,
Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete.
touchdown Bengals.
Jamar Chase,
27 yards.
and the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On second and 11 now. Winston over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
That's with the extra point. We are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow will throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football for the catch.
He's right there on the spot. Force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion was low. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw as well.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Winston to give. It's Kamara. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Winston to Thomas there for the Saints first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Winston. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Throwing, Winston.
Complete to Olave on the out route.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They're running. Ingram. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Ingram denied on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that. But he could not put it in.
We did not continue to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And got his man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, Burrow.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Jameis to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins,
37 yards.
and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
1st down, Winston. And he fires one incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston.
Olave over the middle.
Touchdown!
The for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was absolutely blown out there. No substitute for speed. We talked about that all the time. The evidence is right there.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on their first two throws. As a memory note, the drive they're getting a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there in every play. Don't you, partner? You can't get complacent. I think that he did. He's got him moving down the field, but that's a play where he just shouldn't throw the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
After the pick 6, here's Burrow again.
He completes it to Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
I'm one, right?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
That's caught one more time by Boyd.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Third and 2, now Burrow.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Let's go on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Burrow. That's complete to Chase. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun again to Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Now Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase.
Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
To about the 26 here.
Here we go.
Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Throwing, Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. Down inside the 10.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you've scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
Here we go.
A final shot now for Burrow. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance, and let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught. What a call with no time remaining. And with that 2 points, they win the game. So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score.